Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dava Wendri Alfarabi Nandarivian. Today I will present to you about virtual reality. This is my title for KTI KTI presentation. The first is definition of virtual reality. Virtual reality or VR is a technology that allows users to experience and interact with computer-generated environment using special devices. Users feel as if they are inside a virtual world instead of the real one. VR focus on creating realistic experience where users can see, hear, and move inside a digital environment in real time. There are there are also three main concepts in virtual reality. The first is immersion, which means how real and deep the virtual experience feel. The second is interaction, means user can move, touch, and control the object inside the virtual world. And the last is presence, which is the feeling of actually being inside the virtual environment. These three concepts make VR different from traditional media such as videos or normal computer games. The types of virtual reality can divided into three types based on their immersion level. The first is non-immersive VR. This is VR that use a normal computer screen. Users interact using a keyboard or mouse, are fully aware of the real world. Example is 3D simulations and virtual tours. The second is semi-immersive VR. This VR is using large screen or basic VR headsets, so users feel partly immersed but still aware of their surroundings. Example of this is flight and driving simulators. The last is fully immersive VR. So this VR is what we've known today. This is the common VR we've known today. So this VR using VR headsets, motion controllers, and sensors. So the users can feel fully inside the virtual world. Example of this VR is gaming and professional training simulations. So how the virtual reality works? Virtual reality works through four main steps. The first is tracking our movement. VR system track head movement, hand movement, and body position using sensor and camera. The second is processing our movement data. So the system will process the data in real time and convert it into an action inside the virtual world. The third is rendering a 3D environment. The computer will create a 3D environment based on our user movement. The finally is display. So the environment that created in the previous step is shown through a VR headset using image, one for each eye to create depth. Sound is also used to increase realism. There are also head there are also hardware and software in virtual reality. They are include hardware include VR headsets, controllers, sensors, and sometimes they are using haptic devices. The software is include application development platform such as Unity and Unreal Engine. So both components must be work together to create a smooth and immersive VR experiences. The application of VR, the first is in training simulation. So doctor usually um, use VR to train their doctors and medical students so they can practice surgery and medical procedures without risking real patients. Military too also use VR in military training. So VR is used to simulate battlefields and dangerous missions. So soldiers can train safely, practice practice strategies, and improve teamwork in realistic virtual environment. Entertainment. So in VR we can use VR for gaming, allows player to fully enter the game world, virtual concert. So we can watch live performance in virtual world, 3D modeling. So VR helps designer and engineers create and explore 3D models. So users can view design from all angles and make changes before building their real products. For education, VR also help students learn through experience, so they can learn faster and effectively. However, students can visit historical places, explore science concepts, and use virtual laboratories. Benefit of using virtual reality. First is VR provides immersive learning experiences. Another is allows safe training in dangerous situations. Also, VR increase engagement and motivation. VR helps user understand complex concepts more easily. The last is VR saves long-term training costs by reducing physical resources. The ethical of using VR is the first is an addiction. So spending too much time in virtual worlds may reduce real world interaction. Another another issue is privacy. VR system collect data such as movement, voice, and behavior. This data must be protected. There are also risks of user confusing virtual experience with reality, especially for children. Because of this, proper rules and guidance are important using VR technology. There are also a challenge or disadvantage of virtual reality. The first is VR equipment can be expensive. Some users experience motion sickness or discomfort. VR requires powerful hardware. Long-term use may reduce real-world social interaction. And the last is data privacy and user safety are still concerned. Oh, by the way, there are also comparison with AR or MR or MR. So the three of this VR, AR, MR, they are different technology. The first is VR is replace the real world completely. The AR is adds digital object to the real world, and MR also known mixed reality. AR is augmented reality. So mixed reality is allows real and virtual objects to interact. From me, in addition, future of virtual reality. I hope in the future, VR technology will become lighter, faster, and more affordable. Better graphics, AI integration, and improved sensor will make VR more realistic. VR will continue to grow in education, healthcare, industry, entertainment, and design. So that's all addition for me. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.